fellow friends YouTubers, this is Kurt and welcome back to the Kurt's Place channel here on YouTube. Well guys, we're back down here in my basement arcade for another video game video for you. Now this time we're going to be playing Bert on the Traveler Bartop arcade machine that I built down here in my basement arcade. Now I want to mention, if you want to go click the subscribe button, feel free to do so, that way you can keep up with all my current videos. Also, when you're watching a video, if you click the little bell icon when a new video comes out, you'll know about it. If you like what you see, don't forget to smash the like button as well. And if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section down below. Let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about Bert. Now, Bert's a game that I remember playing quite a while back in the arcade game days too, when it first came out. Always a game that was really fun. It starts out fairly simple, but it also gets to be pretty fast eventually too as you play this more and more. Now, this is actually running on a Raspberry Pi. I'm actually running Retro Arcade on a Raspberry Pi 3. That's actually what I'm using to run all my games that I have on the Bartops, except for the Pandoras box. Okay. Now I also want to mention that this video is also a special interest video too. This one that you're seeing right now. This is just one game on my special video that I have that I just put together. If you want to check that out, go to my channel, look under Special Interest Videos, Holiday Special 2019. Now, in that video, I have a bunch of games in that one. I have one of the original Star Wars arcade games in there. I have R-Type Leo. I have Bert, which you're going to see now. But I also have Burger Time in there. I have Mr. Do, and I also have a 1992 version of Star Wars made by Daddy's Pinball, playing on a skeletal pinball machine as well. That's a real jam-packed episode. So if you get a chance, definitely check that out. Now remember, just go to my channel, look under Special Interest Videos, Holiday Special 2019. Alright, so let's go and begin some gameplay here on Bert, down here in the basement arcade. Now, Bert's another one of those games that starts out fairly simple, but ramps up in difficulty pretty quick, too. Okay? Alright, so let's go and begin some gameplay here of Bert. And Bert was a game Bert was a game too. I also remember playing too, because I remember the cabinets actually had a pinball knocker in them, and when you would knock coil off, he would actually make the pinball cabinet knock with the pinball knocker. Which I mean, he would make the arcade cabinet knock with the pinball knocker, which I always thought that was a really cool touch too. Some arcades had it enabled, some of them did not. The arcade that I used to go to a place called Cheap Bleeps. They always had that enabled. We always enjoyed that too. Always really fun to listen to that too. Now you're going to find that Bert starts out fairly simple, but then you're going to find, at first you just have to change into one color, but then eventually you're going to have to hit each square twice. And sometimes there's levels where if you hit the square, you'll make it the wrong color, then you have to change it back. So Bert has a lot of challenge aspects on it too, especially the higher levels. Now I'm going to go to the second level, and you'll see it gets a little more complicated. But it'll tell you what to do in the intros. It'll tell you. And sometimes you'll get enemies like that actually he'll change the squares to the wrong color, or he can also do it vice versa depending what color the square is that you have too. So you can see Q*bert is a really, really fun game. It's a fairly relaxing game too. That's another reason I always enjoyed playing Q*bert. I always found it to be fairly relaxing, even on the higher levels. I actually, as funny as it may seem, I actually find that the higher levels, in some ways, actually play easier than the lower levels because it seems like as the speed increases, so does all the fun and everything too as you're playing along too. I think you'll find that too when you play this too. I think you'll find that too. Now, Q*bert was a game also that was ported to quite a few systems over the years too, which is also really nice too. It's a game that's a lot of fun to see. You know how they did things with other systems as well, which you'll find too. I believe the Coleco version had a version of Q*bert, if I remember correctly, as well. That was pretty good too. There we go. And also, I always liked the colors of all the cubes too. I always thought that was really cool. How how all the different colors they use for the cubes and things were really cool too. Always thought that was a nice aspect of this too. And you're going to find, too, that the little discs that you jump on to kill the snake and stuff, you're going to find that some levels will have more of those than others. That's another thing that made Q*bert really interesting, is the fact that not all the levels have the same number of those things, so some are more challenging, you'll find, too, as you play this, too. Ah, all right, guys. Well, there you have. So there's Q*bert. Let me go and put my name in here. All right. So yeah, like I said, if you get a chance, I highly recommend that you try Q*bert. It is a really neat game. It's different too, which is also really nice too. Now, if you're fortunate enough to play the actual arcade version of this, maybe you can actually find one that actually has the original pinball knocker. It's always made it a lot of fun to play. Alright guys, I want to thank you again for tuning in to the Kurt's Place channel here on YouTube. Now remember, if you want to check out that video, that special that I have, remember, go to the top of my channel, look under the search window, type in Special Interest Video, Holiday Special 2019. Alright guys, I want to thank you again for tuning in to the Kurt's Place channel. Hope you have a great day now. We'll catch you in our next video. Bye-bye now. See you next time.